Hey everyone, Mr. Gray through IS here, and I'm back with another video. Like you might be able to tell, this is a Pimp My Dad's Ride episode 2. Now, I'm gonna keep this series going as long as I can. It's kind of fun. This video is also sponsored by LastFit, so thank you so much LastFit. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install, and I'm going to be installing these smaller guys right here. Now, you might be able to tell these two are T10 LEDs, one with a little orange bulb and one with a white bulb, and then we have some different looking white bulb lights. So let me go ahead and show you what they do. Now with the orange ones, I'm going to be replacing this little side marker light in there. My goal is to get all the halogen lights out of here on this vehicle. So this little light is gonna go in there and change it from halogen to LED. Now for this white light, we're gonna move on to the interior. Now I do have a little thing with myself that brighter isn't always better, but in some cases it is great. So with these, they are already LED, and same with these guys in there. So these are you're going to be using when you're doing like makeup or checking your face or something, and you don't really want to be blinded by them. So I think these are a perfect light. Now other than these, there are these two lights in here and one back there. Now these are both LED from the factory, but they aren't insanely bright. These are the only lights that light up the entire cabin. So these I feel like would be perfect to be brighter, crisper, and just better. So that's where these two T10 LEDs come in handy. And then this one, it's called an L-31 millimeter. It goes right in there. So with the addition of these, this interior is gonna be much brighter at nighttime. Let's get into installing them. Now real quick, speaking of installing modifications or installing aftermarket parts, I went ahead and convinced my father to let me install some 1-inch wheel spacers all around on this. And he took the liberty of also getting some Meteor tires for it. So it is sitting pretty aggressively. You might have been able to tell from the last episode when I showed some front angles. I'll show you what it looks like right now. So it is definitely a little bit more aggressive than stock, while still keeping the stock wheels and stock tire dimensions. It's just a nice little addition to really any vehicle to bring some fitment in mind. It lines right up. But other than that, let's get to installing the LEDs. Now I'm gonna start with these front side marker lights. Now I've converted everything on the front headlight to LED. The fog lights are all LED as well, and everything is LED except for these little guys right there. Now these are quite literally for showing the side of your car to other vehicles driving by at night or driving towards you at night, just for safety, so they know you're there. So why would we want it to be dim? Sure, there's a reflector here, but light will always travel farther than a reflector. So let's upgrade them to LED and complete the whole LED theme up front. Now these ones are a little bit hard to get to and a little bit hard to explain, but they are right past the high beam bulb. It's right back there. It's even hard for me to see with my own eyes. I'm gonna just kind of feel and twist, but same as the other front lights, you're gonna twist it counterclockwise and it's gonna come right out. And a little tip that you can do is to remove this low beam light right there, just twist it out, and you can get past it to that little light in the back. It's hard to see, it's a little gray connector. And pretty much twist and take out, and we can replace it with the LED light. Okay, it's kind of hard to reach. It's way back there. As you can see, it's smaller than the low beam by a lot, but it's this little guy right here. And if it's been on, be careful because it will be hot. That's just how halogens get. But we're gonna go ahead and replace them with these very nice LED ones right here. And to remove this guy, all you're gonna do is pull out. I'm gonna go ahead and take this really nice LastFit LED, super high quality, has like these bronze accents on it. Now LastFit's my go-to for aftermarket lighting. I have it on my car. I'm putting everything LastFit onto my father's Tacoma. Per usual, I'll have everything linked in the description, and you can use my code GRAY3IS to save 20%. But of course, I'll leave the link hyperlinked to include my code already, so all you have to do is click the link. So these go in just like how you took it out. Go ahead and just push it in. Be a little gentle but a little firm. Okay, and it'll go right in. You have to be a little firm, so don't be too scared to push it a little bit hard. So per usual, I'm gonna go ahead and test it before I stick it in. Oh yeah, that's good. And then you're just gonna kind of reach and feel, and it might be helpful to get a flashlight to kind of shine down there to see which way that biggest tooth is facing, so you know which way to stick the housing part into the socket, and then you can just twist clockwise and get it in. Okay, after a little bit of a struggle, it is in there. It's in there solid. You'll know if it's in there or not. Let me go ahead and test. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. I mean, wow. Yeah, and it goes so well with the front turn signal / daytime running light. That is a beautiful, bright LED. Much better than this weak guy right there. I mean, from like this far away, you can hardly tell it's even lit. Compared to this side, that's awesome. Easy as that. I'm gonna go ahead and replicate it on the other side and we'll hop into the interior. Okay, my dad's out here, so real quick, I'm gonna show him the side marker. Let me turn on the daytime running light. Okay, so this is what's different is this guy right here is not halogen, it's LED now. You love it? Okay. And then, of course, same thing on the other side. This one. Yeah.
And when are these on? When the headlights are?
These are on anytime anytime the headlights are on, but you can manually turn them on now because I turned the daytime running lights on manually. But yeah, so these are on like anytime the headlights are on for visibility. This is what's normally on actually. It's the like daytime running light, but it's also the turn signal. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, right? If you guys didn't see this one, that's the first episode of this series. My parents are both checking it out again. Okay, that was nice. Both my parents enjoyed the exterior lighting modifications. That's always nice to have your parent approve of that. To the inside, we have these guys here and this one back there. All you gotta do to take these out is pry from this side like that. So we're gonna go ahead and go like that. And, there we go. And if that happens, if this turns on, it's just this little button up in there. You turn it off like that. And so this is the OEM like LED type light, definitely not halogen. We're gonna pop that out and trade them out with the last fit T10 LEDs that we have right here. And to get them out, all you're gonna do is pull. It can help to get some tape or some rubber gloves or something to pull them out a little easier because they can be a little stuck up in there. Or you can even use one of these guys just to kind of give you some leverage, but I'm gonna pull it right out. Comes right out of there, just like this. And we can go ahead and stick the new last fit one in there. Yeah, you can see there's a little slot for it, and this is gonna go right in there. It's kind of at an interesting angle, and it will go in like so. We can go ahead and test it. Yeah, very bright. I'll put the diffuser on so you guys can compare. And with this diffuser on, we can see what it looks like in comparison. Right away, you can tell it is much brighter. Yeah, that is nice. Go ahead and do this other side, and I'll get back to you when we're gonna do this back light. Something kind of cool, when I was popping this one out, I popped off this little diffusing cap, and you can see it's literally just one LED probe compared to the last fit one, which has one in the front just like that, and then one on either side, so it can also distribute light outwards instead of only down. All right, super easy, got both in. Nice and bright, and it shines really nicely down on the center console. Looks much better, and it just makes this interior feel much more new, even though it's a fairly new car. It's nice what brighter lights can do. And of course, I'm keeping these as is, nicely LED and calm. And then this back one is pretty easy to do. All you're gonna do is get your little pry tool right here, and actually, I already got it a little bit, but pop it out this way, and you have the LED right there. Kind of similar to the fronts. All you're gonna do is grab it like this and pull it out, and then we can go ahead and put the brighter new version in. Now here's what it looks like in comparison to the stock one. The stock goes all the way around like this, very diffused, and it's probably a single or dual LED. And this last one has 4 LEDs. Super nice design, never fails to impress me with last fit. And you just grab it and push it right into the socket there, and we will have light. Oh yeah, that is great. It just completely lights the whole back seat up, and the back cup holders and everything. And yeah, that is, well, you can say night and day actually. Damn, this is with everything off, very dim. Let's turn it back on. Oh yeah, I mean, see how lit the back seats are with and without it? It's crazy. Wow, super great upgrade. And just like that, the interior lights are upgraded, The whole front end is converted to LED. It is awesome seeing the nice crisp orange from the side markers and the daytime running lights / turn signals from the first episode of this series. It is so fun pimping out my dad's ride. I love to see his reaction. And I got also a little bit of my mom's reaction. She was like, oh my God, those are bright, to the turn signals that were in the first episode of the series. The side markers look great. The interior lights look amazing. There's so much increased visibility inside when the doors open, when you want them on to see something. I mean, these last fit lights are awesome. Just look at that comparison. Last fit is the way to go. Been super impressed with all their lighting and all the capabilities they have for many different models. They also carry like floor mats and bed mat liners, and they have an air pump that I use for my car, like to air the tires up. It's really good. All wireless and keeps a good charge and airs up quick. So these are all just great things that Last Fit has to offer. So I appreciate them sponsoring this video and making this little upgrade series for my dad's truck possible.
The blinker light, like because it's got a white cap on it, it no longer looks like.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I was that's what I was talking about earlier. So
I just realized that.
yeah, so it makes the housing look very clear in the front. It's pretty nice. All right, the interior lights now. I gotta know what you think. Okay, obviously they turn on when you open the doors and whatnot. So I did the 2 right here and then the 1 in the back.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, pretty bright now. And then they're like off. And then I left these the same just because I didn't want it to be too bright.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay, so I unplugged my mic and kind of get my dad's reaction for that. You know, he enjoyed it. He's not one to give extravagant reactions or anything or fake something, so he did enjoy it. I can tell by it. I know him well, so I'm glad he likes it. And it was funny because I kind of showed him a little bit before, but he really noticed now that the lights are off that the front ends of the turn signals that I put in for him are white. So he's like, wow, yeah, you really just don't really see orange in the headlight anymore. It's just pure chrome and white, and it really does it looks really good. So I'm glad he noticed that more specifically and enjoyed that. He liked the side markers. My mom did too, and I'm just glad they enjoy it. That's what the series is about, is, you know, pimping his ride, making sure he enjoys it. So I'm glad he does. That is it for this episode of Pimping My Dad's Truck Out. I'm gonna have more to come, so you guys stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about what I did or anything about any of the lights I used, please leave it in the comments. I have many of those T10 lights that I use for the 2 right by the kind of like the mirror, the main light assembly. They go like all over in the IS, like the footwell, the outside mirrors, the trunk, just like literally everywhere. So those are great lights to upgrade your entire car with. I did a whole video on my Instagram about it if you guys want to see how to do it for the IS. So great lights I have in my car, put them in here now too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I like seeing my dad excited and happy about these types of things. It's always great when your folks appreciate a modified vehicle, especially if it's their own. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's a little something different for my channel, changing it up a little bit. Who doesn't love a good, clean Tacoma? It's really fun doing this, and it's kind of satisfying just plug and playing everything. Thank you, Last Fit, for sponsoring this video. This has been Mr. Graythrough IS, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
Let go. It's a groovy way of relaxing.
Walking on